I'd never heard her cry like that before. It was a weak cry. It was kind of a moaning. I thought maybe she's getting a little sick. I took Skylar's temperature, and it was normal, so I wasn't too worried.
After he checked her temp, I think it did calm me down. So we gave Skylar a bath that night. She went to bed like normal. There was no issues at all.
Heather calls Jonathan into the nursery again, and he tries to get a response from Skylar.
I pinched her leg, trying to move her around, trying to get her to respond in some way. When she didn't respond, I knew something was really wrong.
I felt like Skylar definitely needed to go to the hospital, and I called 911.
A short time later, the paramedics arrive at Heather and Jonathan's house. But as they're checking Skylar, something unexpected happens.
Skylar seemed to be more alert. I definitely was relieved when she woke up, but I still was really concerned for her. Her vitals were all normal. So at the time, the paramedics felt like she was okay. They did not want to take her to the hospital.
They didn't really seem concerned at that point. Nothing seemed wrong according to their examination.
I knew that something was really wrong. I did explain to the paramedics that she had been non-responsive before this. So I just demanded at that point that they take her down to the children's hospital. This was one of those moments where I felt like, as a mom, they needed to listen to me and get her to where she needed to be.
The paramedics finally take Skylar to the hospital. But by that time, the little girl's condition has worsened.
She had become really lethargic again and was going in and out.
Skylar's case is taken on by pediatrician Dr. Latoya Oglesby.
So when Skylar first arrived at the emergency room, she was lethargic, appeared to be dehydrated. The first step was to give her IV fluids.
They decided to admit Skylar into the hospital because at this point they still were unsure what was going on. When I heard she had infant botulism, I didn't know exactly what it was.
I really didn't know what was going to happen, what that meant.
Infant botulism is very serious. It can lead to respiratory failure and death.
She opened her eyes. Light was in her eyes.
Doctors are cautiously optimistic that with the antitoxin, the effects of the botulism bacteria are contained. But as they wait for Skylar to fully recover, they're left to wonder how she contracted the disease in the first place.